For those involved in the seafood industry and supply chain on the south coast of Western Australia, sustainability isn't just a buzzword, it's a way of life. Bryn, Gavin and Trenton are not just fishermen and restaurateurs, but custodians of the water and champions of sustainable practices. Together, they show a commitment to preserving fish stocks and protecting the environment in order to ensure a thriving future for generations to come.
Everyone wants sustainability and talks about it. To me, it means fishing in a sustainable way as far as fish stocks are concerned, and also environmentally. The south coast, we get some pretty ordinary weather down here, so the fish stocks, they're sort of looked after by the weather really. We can't get out that often except during March, April, May, and that's when the main sardine run is coming through, and there's thousands of tonnes out there then, and we're only taking a couple of scoopfuls a day. So sustainability is definitely very important and always at the forefront of, I think, most fishermen's minds.
Us as fishermen, we're custodians of the water, and I've said for a long time, it's in our best interest to look after and the smaller fish going back and return them to the water, because that's our future. That's 2 years down the track for us. My family's been here for 100 years now, and I want to be here for 100 more. It's up to me to make sure that my kids are going to have fish to be able to catch and to supply to the community by doing the right thing right now.
The most important reason that we moved to Albany was to be able to have a sustainable business. And it sounds silly, but the focus of that is having a sustainable produce, that when people come into Ocean and Paddock, they're able to access, and we're able to resource ourselves, sustainable local produce. So the idea is when someone comes in, what they see on the menu board is what's available, what's local, what's fresh, what's sustainable. It's very important for me, personally, that I use local produce, but it's even more important for the community. If we spend $1, for example, $1 on local fish, I know 100% that 90 cents, 80 cents is going to that fisherman. It's going to his family. He's using that to pay his kids' school fees, to pay his rent, to pay his mortgage. He's spending it in the town buying fuel, his fuel mechanic.
On the south coast, sustainability is so much more than catching fish in line with rules and regulations. It's about keeping coastal towns viable by providing jobs to local fishermen, who in turn can provide fresh, ethically caught seafood to their local community.
We're here at the Albany Boat Shed Markets. We normally get here about 8 o'clock, and we're not meant to start until 9, and we roughly bring about 300 kilos down of whole fish. Normally we're meant to go until about 12 o'clock, 12:30, but some days we're sold out before 11 o'clock, and the line's just unbelievable. It's knowing that they're getting fresh fish and local fresh fish and coming from their great pristine waters here, and we're supplying it to those that can't go out fishing or don't want to go out fishing, and they get to see that the viability of the ocean and how fresh the fish is when it comes to their plate. Just the people turning up week after week, to buy our fresh fish really meant the world to us, and we can't thank the community enough for the support of local fish.
What I love about having so much WA seafood on the menu is I can guarantee to myself, to my children, to my staff and my customers, it's 100% sustainably sourced. I've got no problems killing, cooking, eating anything. It just must be ethically sourced, it must be sustainable, and it must be treated well.
There's no point us going out catching all we possibly can. One, most of the fisheries in WA that I know of are market driven, so you can only catch where you can sell, or what the processor can freeze on the day. And we don't want to go out there and catch them all, because then there's nothing for my kids to do and their kids to do. I'm a 5th generation fisherman, and I'd like to see it go for another 5 generations, hopefully.